Hey, good morning, everybody. Bright and early. We had a really awesome restoration meeting with our restoree, Alex, a dashing young lad from Scotland, I think. I think. And Tim is my co-coach. It's been awesome to work with both of them. Alex is a great inspiration for a lot of these videos that I'm putting out, and he had a really great question today. He asked, why do people justify God when they are the ones doing the work? Awesome question, Alex. This got me thinking about my own life and how when I didn't understand who God was, there were a lot of times where people would come up to me and they would see me at work or see me at school and they would say something like, young man, God is working in your life. We can see the light of Jesus shining through you. And I would literally tell them, I would like look to my left, I'd look to my right, and I would be like, God, God's not here. I'm the one that's clocking in and out. I'm the one that's standing here working this 8 hour shift and doing all this amazing work, yada, yada, yada. And it's embarrassing to think about that, but that's what I would tell people. Then I learned who God is. I learned how God works. I learned what God has done for us. I learned what Jesus has done for us. And now I understand that I am who I am because of the causes that God has literally bestowed upon me from the moment I was born into the physical world, which I thought was awesome. Actually, before that, spiritual too. So what I shared with Alex was that when people are on a grand stage, like an athlete or movie star or singer, etc., and they are justifying God for why they have had the success. Obviously, we don't know them, or at least I don't know them, so I can't say I know their why or their motivations, but I can assume, based on like my experience, I can understand that perhaps maybe they've recognized that they are who they are because God created them to have these gifts and they've used those gifts to go and create value in their respective profession or field to the point where they've been facilitated huh, to where they are so that they could potentially spread the word of God more. That's just one perspective. I'm not saying that's the case, but that's one perspective for how and why I think people justify God when they are the ones that are doing the work. It's because we understand that we wouldn't be where we are, couldn't get where we are, couldn't do what we do without God. Because at the end of the day, God is the first cause. Everything you see, hear, and do, touch, feel, etc., came from something. And if we trace the roots back to where it came from, down to like the atoms that create things we see, I think we can trace it back to God. So that's my answer there. What would your answer be? Why do you think people justify God when they are the ones that are putting in the work? Hope you have a great day, and I look forward to the discussion.